All right, folks, front and center. Live show for the 200th episode, December 14th. That's a Thursday at Dynasty Typewriter with special guest Alpharad. Go to bit.ly/LN200. That's LN200 for tickets, or go to the Dynasty Typewriter calendar, whatever you want. But come see that show because it's going to be really fun. The other thing is this is a very special episode. We don't have Leighton this week, but we do have the entire Wecht family. Well, not the entire Wecht family, but like my immediate family. So it's me, Rachel, and Audrey, and we're having a great time. Enjoy the episode and come see the live show.
So we are here to interview Brian today.
Oh, you're going to interview?
Brian,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Why
Okay, put this
were
down.
you on the Saturday night show last night?
The Saturday night show last night. Are you going to you can interview me. How about this? Listen, don't touch that, okay, honey?
Fine.
Because when you touch the table, it makes noise, okay? So don't do that. Now, actually, one idea I had for this is that you could interview me first if you want to. But what? I figured that was a bit. Now, actually, there's something important you should know about this show is I don't do bits on this show. I provide pleasant listening experiences.
I feel like you do bits, though.
I don't, though.
Yes, you do.
Don't you think a professional comedian, would know?
You said you were going to, tease me.
I didn't say I did not say I was going to tease you.
You said something like that.
I said I was going to joke around with you. But here I'm not joking. This is one of those cases where I'm not joking. I would never do a bit.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure about that.
You are not sure about that.
Yeah. Honey, can you sit in a comfortable position for yourself? And when you talk, all right, do we need to readjust the microphone? I think that's good right there.
Be looking like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I think you're great. Now, today, look, normally we take about 5 hours to introduce the show. We're going to do it right away. So Leighton isn't feeling well today. So we have a special first ever Wecht family edition of Leighton Night with Brian Wecht. Now, we're going to go around the horn here. Guest number 1, would you care to introduce yourself?
I am Rachel.
Guess number 2.
Look, I'm the host. She's guest 1. You're guest 2.
Why?
Don't disagree with the host. Don't disagree with the host.
You?
Proper guesting etiquette dictates that you don't disagree. That was rude. I will kick you off my own show. I don't care if you're my daughter. I will kick you off my show. Guest 1, once again, say your name and where people might know you from.
Hi, I'm Rachel Wecht. I'm Brian's wife.
You almost said long-suffering.
I did, almost, but I refrained. And I've done some shows and some bits and bobs, and people can see me around town.
I do feel compelled to point out that on this show, we don't do bits. Bobs,
No, I know.
Bobs are fine.
No, I know
But
you
no
What are
bits,
bobs?
please.
You'll find out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out as we
Can
go.
we please do bits?
Well, look, you can do whatever you want. Guest number 2. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Audrey
Yeah,
Wecht.
Audrey Wecht.
Probably don't need to know that.
Audrey, where do we know each other from?
I'm the kid.
You're the kid. Yes.
I have Moo Moo and Doo Doo.
Yes, Audrey sometimes calls me and Rachel Moo Moo and Doo Doo,
Doo
It's
Doo.
very flattering.
which I don't
Doo-doo.
mind at all. So look,
Doo-doo.
and Audrey, where might people know you from? Now, remember, when you shrug, people can't see that.
I have no idea. I'm not on many
And
websites.
well, that's good. You
there are
shouldn't.
a few
You
pictures
shouldn't
of
be.
me on Google.
You shouldn't be on
It is
any
a real
websites,
baby.
as far as I'm concerned. Though, so actually, I did want to talk about this. This is something I wanted to talk to you about.
Private webs or something.
Private webs.
Something.
You mean that? Wait, have you? Don't touch that cord.
Sorry.
But answer me honestly. Have you been on the dark web?
What is that?
Okay, good answer. Very good answer.
Very good
The
answer.
best answer, actually.
Is the dark web like something I'm not supposed to be on?
It's something that nobody's
Nobody
supposed
should
to
be
be
on.
on. Yeah.
What is it?
It's like the internet where all the bad stuff lives.
Yeah.
Basically.
Why?
It's a thing. Yeah.
Because-
How do
just
you
because-
get it?
I actually
How do you
don't
get
fully
it?
know, and I don't
Look
want
what
to
you
know.
started. Why?
Yeah.
Why did you even bring this up?
Yeah. It's school
What is-
tomorrow.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Well, it's important to learn.
Everything is wrong with him. You should know that you're his wife.
I stopped,
It's
honey. I
important to learn
stopped paying attention
the facts
to him
of life.
so long ago.
Right.
Like, really.
So I wanted to ask, you
No
Googled.
wonder he has his own room. She had enough of him, so she kicked him out.
I didn't think you knew about that. We have to have a conversation later.
I heard you talking in your sleep.
Wait,
How did you hear? Why were you in our room?
I don't know. I have a secret passage.
You have a secret
We
passage?
Yeah,
are
I remember
finding
your
a
room.
lot. We should put a microphone in front of you a long time ago. We're finding out a lot of stuff about you.
But
This
I
is
wanna-
like
Yeah,
very disconcerting.
well, what's most disconcerting is let's talk about
I
me.
gave you a
Let's talk about me
megaphone.
some more.
Why
We're not talking about me enough.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Now,
good
you
God.
Googled me the other
Yes.
day, right, Audrey?
It was to learn how to spell it.
So what did you
Moving on.
what did
Let's talk about mommy.
what did you I'm genuinely
no.
curious. We talked a little bit about it. So, part of it we can joke around, but also I want to really talk to you, the real Audrey. First of all, what did you Google when you Googled me?
Ninja Brian.
You Googled Ninja Brian
It
and
showed a picture of Daddy in a formal uniform for some reason.
what do you mean, in a tuxedo?
No, it wasn't in a tuxedo. It wasn't like one of your home shirts, like the robot shirt. It was more like one of your more out shirts, like when you go out.
Uh-huh.
It was one of,
A fancy shirt.
yes,
I
like
see.
a more.
Was he wearing a suit? Or
No,
was he in
not, it was not a suit.
was he
Okay.
in his ninja costume?
It was not a ninja costume. It said Brian Wecht, and then it just showed a picture of Daddy's like torso
Oh, I
Up.
see.
and like wearing a nice shirt.
Was it a blue shirt?
I think so.
Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about.
You just search it up on Google,
and why
and
did
then I clicked
Oh, it's
on.
one of your headshots, probably.
Yeah. Well, why did you Google me? 'Cause you said it before, but say it
Because I
again.
wanted to learn I needed to know how to spell his name. I mean, Ninja Brian. I needed to know how to spell that.
Yeah, because you were doing what?
I was making a drawing,
Yeah, do you remember what it was?
a nerdy ostrich, because Dad asked me to.
A nerdy ostrich. So Audrey said, I want to draw, but I don't know what to draw. And so
I barely ever
we-
know what to draw.
I decided, and I'd actually never done this before, but I was proud of myself for this. I said, we're going to each pick a letter, and then I'll come up with something that fits those letters. I picked an N, and Rachel, you picked, I believe, an
Oh.
O. And then I
He
said,
came up with a naked otter.
naked otter. And then I thought better of that. And
No,
then we
I
went,
thought better of that. You said yes, and then
Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
Well, fair
different
enough.
one. And you were like, nude otter. And I'm like, no, different animal. And you're like, nah.
and then I said nerdy ostrich.
Yes,
And you drew a lovely nerdy ostrich with a shirt that said what?
I heard Ninja Brian.
I heart Ninja Brian.
False.
False? What? You do
I
heart
heard
Ninja
Daddy,
Brian.
not Ninja Brian.
You don't heart Ninja Brian? Ninja Brian hearts you.
Ninja Brian tried to kill me.
Okay, we can't talk about this right now. I do.
He tried to choke me.
Okay, I do want to be clear.
Remember when we
Okay,
went to the place and he
you mean the
and we
emergency
took
room?
the picture? We took the picture,
You mean on the
and
set?
then I choked him.
Watch your elbows, honey.
Yeah,
on the
please
set
don't
of
put your
Dad's
elbows on the
video.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
He
that's right.
choked
Now,
me.
can you tell everybody, for real, not doing a bit, did I choke you?
Why are you nodding?
Oh man!
I was trying to set you up for a bit,
she's
and you did a
never-
funnier one.
She's never going to do what you want.
I know.
Good God.
It's better
Wow.
than following the father who's winking and nodding.
I was trying to set you up for a funny joke, and you actually found a funnier joke, which is what you do. Yeah, if everyone could only see the smile that you're doing right now. Well, Audrey, what are your favorite activities besides touching the table while you're recording this? Which seems to be your most favorite activity right now.
Watch your head, honey.
Can you tell us, without saying like where you go to school or things like that? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, what are you into these days?
I'm into math
Yeah,
and
Good.
video games. I love video games.
yeah. What are your
Um,
favorite video games right now?
I like Zelda, all of them that I have. Some of the first ones are really hard and boring.
Yeah, that's true. I won't disagree with that.
We have the first one.
Yes, we do.
And
But what video game do you play the most, would you say?
Minecraft.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I
And what
want
do you-
Roblox, but my parents won't let me.
Yeah, which
They
parents?
say it's not safe.
It's not.
It's not.
They
There's
can get hacked.
Yeah. Well, what do you do in Minecraft? Like I've seen some of the stuff you built. Can you give us some Minecraft tips and tricks?
So if you're starting out and you go into creative and you've like, it happened to me. I'd seen so many Minecraft videos, but they were all of people in survival. So I went to a tree and punched it down. I tried to get wood and I didn't understand why it just disappeared.
Yeah.
But actually, it's just a creative inventory and you just destroy blocks. You can place them.
Wait, so why did the tree disappear?
Because if you're in creative mode, you just destroy blocks unless you get a block into your inventory by going into your inventory and your crafting table, which usually has all the things you can craft or can't craft. But you have like one of the things, or like maybe you could get it easily. Like if you have white wool and then it shows a red bed because you could just dye that wool red. But a tip is instead of going through the process of getting 3 flowers to turn them into dye, to dye each wool, you can just make a bed and then dye the bed with one thing to save powder if you need to mix stained glass. So
wow,
that's really helpful.
That's great. Okay, good Minecraft tip, everybody. I'm curious. So as you know, I am
My dad knows I made a world named Dad, and I built a statue of him.
You did. Didn't you call it? What did you call it?
I called it Dad.
No, you called it Ninja something. There was a big Ninja
like
something picture, wasn't there?
Ninja
World? Ninja Land?
Ninja
Ninja Land.
Land.
That's what it was. Yes, Ninja Land. And there was a big
And I built
Ninja Brian.
I built a what's it called again?
I don't know.
When you like have like
Nice and loud. Speak
stuff.
nicely.
You have stuff and like what was it?
Like a store?
Antiques, like
An antique store?
like something that's like you're like merch, but it's not called merch.
Merchandising store?
Mercantile?
No, it's like
A trading post?
A mall?
wait. Shh.
Everyone,
We're
shh.
being everybody be quiet. Everybody, wherever you're listening, just concentrate really hard.
Just don't yell.
Just concentrate.
No matter
really hard.
what
yeah,
you
if you know
do,
what it is,
don't
scream it.
yell.
Scream it into your audio thing.
Did someone
that
say
you're
something?
Whatever you're listening to right now. Do you remember it?
A store that sold that stuff, and then it was like a block that was like an anvil was like a stuffy of him.
I see.
Is that like
Were you just snapping under the table? Is that... Your snapping has gotten a lot better. Look at this.
Congratulations.
Wow.
For the listeners out there, if you followed along with
Okay,
that,
that's enough snapping
mail your answers in to
now.
at Leighton Night with Brian Wecht, P.O. Box 7.
/ Audrey is amazing.
Do you want to be
and
very
Brian is
specific
not.
about this and get someone in trouble?
And Audrey is amazing, and Brian is not.
Audrey is amazing. I don't know so much about the second part of that.
Yeah, the second
But-
part, both of it's true. He agreed. He just agreed. Both of it's true.
Yeah, what about Mommy?
Mommy is also amazing.
Thank you.
So
Audrey
everybody is
and
amazing.
Rachel is amazing except for Brian.
Well, now I notice you two have something in common that I don't. Could that be a factor?
What?
They were both just really talented?
Yeah.
That you both have to live with me, right?
Oh, well.
So anyone I
have
live with must be incredible, right? What are you pointing at?
Nothing.
There's so much happening visually right now that remember, Audrey, this is no, please don't.
No,
please.
no.
All right.
Why did you say
Yeah, I
visual?
don't know.
Now she has to
she's
get up
butt
and
dancing
dance.
on the chair. You know, you and I have been
Okay, Audrey, sit, please.
you and I have been recording videos. I mean, like little audio things and playing video games and videos like that for a
I've
long
done a lot of
time.
your songs.
And so you've been on Go Banana Go songs. You've been on Game Grumps.
I've done the Make Your Own Dad when I was little, and then I gave
for the game that who was one of the developers of that game?
Leighton.
Really don't hit the
and
table.
I gave the developers the idea to make pink glasses because I was like, I want pink, and they're like, there's no pink.
Yep.
And they emailed the developers,
And you
they're
have-
like, let's make pink
Well,
glasses.
they didn't email the developers so much as turn and say, "Hey, can we
Hey,
do that?"
developers. Yeah, because the
Yeah,
developers
because they were
in the
all the
room at
developers were
time.
in the room at the time with you. You were in a game studio and you didn't even know it because you were tiny.
Yep.
I think you were 3.
3, 2.
I think so. 3. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. 'Cause Leighton made that game, and Jory, now this is relevant to listeners' interests here. For Thanksgiving, Leighton wasn't feeling well, but our friend Jory did come. And do you remember Jory?
I showed him my Code Spark. If you don't know, Code Spark is a really fun game that teaches kids how to like code. It's like not like the text code where you type. In one of the games, you have to get all these donuts. And the way you do it is you get different things that say like walk, right, left, jump, up, right, left.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to find out the right code to get the person to get the like star.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. And if you do enough, you can get money to go to the shop to buy your own blocks to make your own levels.
Yeah.
And adventure mode is my favorite. It's
Yeah.
a 3D mode. And platformers, I think is what it's called. It's really fun too.
Mhm.
If you go scroll all the way down to the bottom, it's do I sound like an ad?
No, you sound like yourself.
You
You're
sound
talking
like a
about something you're interested
tutorial.
in.
You sound like a
Yeah.
tutorial.
And if you go
But
all the
this
way-
is the
if
thing
you
that
go
you were
all the-
showing Jory,
Yeah,
right?
if you go all the way to the bottom, there are these games that I really like. Two of my favorites are this temple game where you collect gems and pet pals where you get
Pet pals.
we get pets and you
But
have
the
to
pets aren't cute, right?
they're very cute.
Oh,
they're like
no.
little they're
Oh.
like little balls with the faces and tails.
Uh-huh.
And you have to like keep the pets well. Like you have to feed them and actually you have to pet them up to their pet meter. And if their health is all the way down, they start losing love.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
That's
no.
exactly what I go through.
Yeah.
If I don't get petted and
Aw.
loved enough. Aw,
Oh,
thanks,
there we go.
everybody. Oh, my
Every
heart
morning
meter's
I
all the
get
way
in
up.
the car, I give
Now,
mom a
but-
kiss and it shocks her.
But this is
Yes.
this is what I think listeners might want to hear about. What did you think about Jory? Like, describe your Jory
He
experience.
was very nice. At the start, I didn't really want to talk to him. I kind of.
Wait, why? Why?
The only time we started talking is when we were talking about how good
Well,
apple
hold on.
cider
No,
is.
when you said you didn't want to talk to him, why not? Like, what was there a reason?
I didn't know him.
Okay,
You were
fair
just
enough.
being shy.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
I was a little shy.
Believe it or
'cause
not, she's shy sometimes.
I
but
barely knew anyone there. Leighton is the only person I didn't know there.
That is
Yeah.
true. Leighton would have been the person you would have hung out with. But in typical Jory fashion, he just became Leighton.
Yeah,
Yep.
you and Jory after dinner really hit it off and started talking about coding
Yep.
But
and video
beforehand,
games.
when I asked, was like, everyone else was, all the adults were getting wine, and I asked Mom, "Can I have my sparkly and apple cider?" And Jory had refused the wine. He didn't want wine. And he's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
can I have some sparkly?"
Refused makes it sound
Refused is
pretty
very-
brutal.
And then he's
He
like,
just said no, thank you. Yeah.
"You guys are synchronized."
Yes, we are.
We get that happens a lot when you've been around
and
each
so
other.
he was
too
like,
long.
"I would have some sparkly apple cider." I was like, "It's so good, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." And I was like, "See ya."
Yep.
Poor Jory.
Well, since we're talking about Thanksgiving,
Honey, watch the table.
yeah, please. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did we have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, my Thanksgiving
Listeners,
was great.
email us at Leighton a night.
What do you think the email of this podcast is? I bet you can guess
Leighton
it.
night with Wecht.com.
Close. It's leightonnight@gmail.com.
Okay, close
All right.
enough.
But let's
Email
hear
us at
mommy.
Leighton night. Wait, is it .gmail.com or just?
No, gmail.com.
Yeah,
Leighton
don't
at
do
gmail.com.
.gmail.com. Who knows
Yeah.
what that's going to be?
But can we
Email
let
us at LeightonNight@gmail.com.
mommy has done not much talking, and I would like to hear mommy talk for a little bit.
No, I'm the star, and everyone listens to me.
That's true.
I am the
Oh
new
my-
host of the podcast. Welcome back, listeners.
So what's the name of the podcast? If you actually,
Audrey Night with an occasional occurrence of Brian Wecht. And
and
mostly Leighton.
Mostly Leighton.
and mostly Leighton. And do you do?
And Leighton has to come over and do Animal Crossing with me.
But here's the real question: do you do bits on your podcast?
Yes.
Why?
My father's not allowed to.
Well, that's fine. I don't need to be allowed to do bits because I don't do bits. I provide
Are you
audio
sure about that?
experiences. I'm 100% sure. I know what
Mommy's
I'm
the one
doing.
who's been laughing a lot. Not
That's
talking.
look. I can't
You
control.
can interfere in this
Can I teach?
conversation.
Can I teach
Mother.
you something,
I know
Audrey?
I can interfere in this conversation,
Father.
but
You
why?
can't control other people's emotions. And if other people choose to laugh at things I do, okay, I can't control you doing that. I'm not sure you can either, but whatever.
My father
And if other
is
people
a
choose to
porcupine
laugh-
and he likes the bugs. My father is a porcupine.
What are you doing?
My
I'm a
father is a
porcupine?
porcupine and he loves bugs, but he'll sting you if you kiss him. So steer clear now.
What?
See, no, I want everybody, if anybody is still listening, this is literally what it's like all the time between these two. It's the
Ooh,
microphones.
my father is a snake now and he just turned into it.
This is how they are all the time.
I'm a snake now?
My father is a snake right now, and he lives in Amazon. So better not go into the jungle or you'll be dead.
Okay. I love your songs. You know I love your songs. But so I'm
my
porcupine.
God, there's a
Okay, hold on.
tarantula.
Okay. I do actually
And
want to hear
scene.
what Mommy has to say.
No
how
scene.
how
It's
was your
always-
Thanksgiving?
My
Rachel?
Thanksgiving was amazing. It was so great. We had
Mommy has no say in this.
Yes, we had
Very
lots
nice.
of people over, and like everything came out at the same time, which was great. Like, because sometimes with food, it all cooks at different times and stuff. That
You
things
made
come out.
Great appetizers. They were so good.
Yeah, other
I
people.
didn't particularly like one, but they were like so
Yes,
bad.
the appetizers were good. People brought stuff.
Yep.
Everybody
Shrimp
contributed.
And this yummy like cranberry and what
The
was it around it?
cheese,
Yeah.
the cheese dip. Yeah, that was really
Cheesy
good.
Cranberry chip.
And
And someone bought what was it called? Is it charcuterie board?
Oh, what? Say that word again.
It's like charcuterie.
It's jacuzzerie.
no, a charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
I will come up with new
Yes, that was
names for my
Chloe.
parents right
Jacuzzi.
now.
No, we
A
had
My father,
Jacuzzerie
wait, I
board.
want to come up with
Jacuzzerie.
new names for you guys.
no.
Italian names.
no,
You are
hold on.
Glisho and you are Mina.
Glisho and Mina. Great.
Great.
Okay. Can Mommy? Let's just let Mommy really talk for a bit.
See,
Okay. You
folks,
know.
this is what happens. I don't get to
don't
finish
need
anything.
You
I
don't
never
need
I don't get to
whisper
finish.
in my ear.
I mean, the man has a podcast, and I still don't get to talk. Like, it's insane.
I'm not the one preventing you from talking. To be fair, I'm the one who keeps saying, "Can we please hear Rachel talk?" And there's someone else in the room who keeps throwing it back at
This
herself.
is your podcast. You could take away my microphone.
I definitely could,
But
but I won't.
but would it work?
No, it would.
No,
She'd
it was just
take
really
mine.
nice. Like, look, I don't have much more to say than that. It was just we had a
Sabotage.
lot of fun, and it was great. We had everybody over, and everybody had a lovely time, and it was nice. And like, you know, you and I, we got to actually like cook and then enjoy it. And you know, everybody kind of hung out in the kitchen like you do, and a lot of conversation. It was
No
great.
one wanted to go into the living room at all.
Nobody
Not-
wanted to go to
no.
the living room. It was
That's
so
Until
just-
after
great.
dinner.
Until after dinner. Yeah, when everybody
Yeah.
was tired.
Because we were, as soon as people arrived, and before people arrived, we were just standing in the kitchen cooking. I made
I was
our.
the one who was sitting down and playing a video game.
Yes, we let you go in your room.
Yes.
So when Mommy and I were growing up, we had lots of kids around at Thanksgiving, and you didn't have any kids this year. You've
No,
never
I-
had like Thanksgiving
I
with
have
lots
way more
of
adult
kids.
friends than kids.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
Mom had 2 brothers and Dad had a sister. I had
have.
0.
Let's use the present
Yes,
tense here.
everybody's
Have. Yes.
fine.
Everyone's fine.
Well, honey, but yes, and we had cousins
No
and stuff.
humans
We
were
just
harmed
don't
in
live
the making of this
Our,
video.
our friends who live out here, a lot of them don't have kids.
right. Yeah.
You know, they're younger than we are a little
Yeah.
bit. And you have
really,
you
Leighton,
have
you guys said Leighton you could be Leighton's mother.
yes, Leighton
Yes.
could be your much older sister
Yes,
for sure.
technically. Yep.
Much emphasis on much. Like
How old do you think Leighton
much.
is? How old is Leighton?
28.
Not far off. She's 26. Yeah, very good. But you do have kid friends. You have some good friends. But they're
Besties
just
for the Resties.
besties for the
Besties
oh, I
for the
like that.
Resties.
Everyone uses that in my school when they're pretend fighting. Okay, so when this kid at my school, like we were about to do PE or physical education.
Mhm.
This kid at my school had a soccer ball. I came in last. I was like one of the last kids there. She was by like where I was coming in. So I stole her ball and I ran away and she ran after me. And she was all like, and then PE came, so we all had to sit down. And I had put her ball, this girl's ball, in a basket.
Yeah.
And when our coach wasn't looking, she like fake wrestled me. Like she got on top of me, was like, "Ah." And then Coach Shammy looked over at us, it's us, and she was like, "Besties for the Resties," hit with her arm around my neck, and I was like, and then we just went back.
But you
to
were
wrestling
playing
when he
along
wasn't-
too,
Yes, I was
right?
playing.
That's good.
Okay.
It was really
I didn't know where that story was going.
I wasn't
for
sure where
a
that
minute.
story was going either, because you
It
also
was
kept
funny
making a lot
story.
of faces at me, and I wasn't sure where that was headed.
Well, is there anything you'd like to talk about, Rachel?
Oh,
Yeah, Mama,
hmm?
your job or
Well, let mommy
life.
why don't we let mommy decide what she wants to talk about?
no, I decide. I'm the boss
What
of you two.
this was a
You do
mistake.
everything I say.
I shouldn't have done
You do
this.
everything I say.
no.
I am the god.
Okay.
I do look.
We thought we heard
No,
something.
I thought I heard something. There was like
I
a
heard
squeak.
creak. Oh,
It
that
sounded
was
like maybe
that was the chair.
I thought it was maybe a bit coming into the room, which luckily they know they're not welcome here.
Yes.
That was a chair.
This is the podcast studio.
We don't know what it was. I don't
NBA,
know what it was.
no
Slap,
bits allowed.
AKA Daddy's garage, which used to be the actual garage we put cars in. We put a door and put a bump so we couldn't get in.
Yeah. Rachel, what would you like to talk about? And really, Odds, let's let Mommy speak for a minute here, okay?
Well, what I want to talk about is something that I mentioned when I came home today. So I was hanging out waiting for Audrey had an after school class, and I was at a Michael's wandering around waiting for the class to be done. And I already noticed that everything, all the holiday stuff, like by holiday, like Christmas and Hanukkah and all that stuff, was on sale already, which I'm like, it's not even December yet. And I know this is such an old person thing to say about the holidays coming faster and faster, but it's not even December 1st. And like all their Christmas stuff was 50, 60% off. And I don't know.
Wait, so you're confused because you would think that sale would come later?
Later, yeah. Like towards the end of the season. I mean,
Like
I
around
know,
Christmas time?
yes, I know how retail works. I worked retail. I worked at the Warner Brothers Studio Store in the Mall of America.
You did?
I
You
did.
never told me this.
Oh,
Yes, I'm pretty sure she's mentioned it.
well, it's fine.
Next, you're going to tell me you worked at a dim sum restaurant.
I didn't work at a dim sum restaurant. I worked at the Warner Brothers Studio Store in the Mall of America. And yeah, so I know how retail and stuff works, but it's constantly shocking to me that the holidays are coming sooner and sooner and sooner, but not at any time if you wanted, like, I'm a crafter. Audrey and I enjoyed making crafts and things like Leighton does. And like, by the time you think of what it is that you want to do, you should have thought of it like a month ago so that you could get all the supplies, because now all the supplies are gone.
Yeah.
Which is, I also think this is really weird, but like, it's like 5 weeks before Thanksgiving. You go in to get some Thanksgiving decorations at, let's say, the Dollar Tree, and you go in and it's all Christmas stuff.
Yep.
It's like Christmas and Hanukkah. I'm like, why?
I know.
It's not even like
but-
1 week before Thanksgiving.
And the thing is, I don't really know anyone who has the opinion that when they see these things 2 months before the holiday, they're like, maybe Halloween is the exception.
Yeah.
But for every other holiday, when you see Christmas stuff in September, everyone's like, what are we doing? Guys, what are we doing?
And I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I love Christmas, but I'm
Our
a
house
strict.
is decked from the top to the bottom.
It sure is.
Yes.
Right now, it's decorated for
It
Christmas.
looks great. Mom
but
did it
never,
all.
thank you. But never before Thanksgiving. I don't decorate for
No.
Christmas before Thanksgiving. I have a very strict, Halloween, autumn, Thanksgiving stuff. So it's very strict Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving, and I mean the day after Thanksgiving, it's Christmas for me. That's how I do it. So yes.
That is how it works.
And
in
when
our
does
house.
Halloween start? When do we start decorating for
Halloween,
Like
around
October
October 1st. Like, I'll do the whole month of October for Halloween because I like Halloween. I like Halloween decorations, right? We like
But it
Halloween
doesn't
decorations.
make sense when it comes out in like April.
I
Like,
know.
April, like,
Right. And I'm not an influencer or anything. I'm not trying to
I think of you as an influencer.
thank you,
you are
honey.
really. You
Thanks.
are really, you're really great.
Thanks. Thank you. But I mean, like,
Somehow
I don't do,
you're great despite not being an influencer.
I like to do videos and that sort of stuff. But I feel like, is that why everything is getting rushed? Because of like influence culture or
Oh,
something?
I
or
don't
like
think so.
video?
I could be
like,
wrong.
because people need material to put. I don't know. I know I'm sounding older and older and older.
Well,
the
you're getting
longer I'm
older and older.
I know, but pretty soon I'm just gonna be
second.
like, what happened to quality time? I don't know.
What do you think, Audrey, when you are our age, that is like mid to late 40s?
Early to late to mid 40s.
Yeah. What's going to be like the coolest stuff that's happening in the world? Like, what do you look forward to? So for you, this is like
Oh, that's not
40
what I thought it
years
was.
in the
Okay.
future.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to be
Maybe
different and cool?
Some money might change a little bit. Like it may
Like
look
how?
different.
Might look
Like
different.
there
Oh, yeah.
might be different presidents on it
Let's hope.
Yeah.
because
Or different people.
Or different type of
Because
money.
people might not remember the first president ever. So
Yeah, not everybody on our money is a president. Did you know that?
yes,
Do you know?
they're just important people.
Do you know right now who's on our money that isn't a president? There's
No.
a very famous person, Ben Franklin. He's on the $100 bill. And
What was he again?
He was one of the founding fathers of the country. He was there when America was in its early days and helped found this country, but he was never president.
Or the Susan B. Anthony dollar.
That's true. Yep. Susan
a
B. Anthony.
coin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen
Or
that.
Sacagawea. There's also
Yeah.
a
I
Sacagawea dollar.
was
That's
talking
right.
about the Sacagawea coin. It's like
Yeah.
so cool.
It is.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Important. They're
I
really
remember. I
important.
loved those when those first
Those
came
are
out. I
awesome.
was trying to collect those constantly.
I don't understand why we still have dollar bills. That's so
I don't
dumb.
either.
Every like civilized country has dollar coins
And $2
like,
coins.
or coins for whatever the
Yes.
dollar is. And our backwards nation is
I
still
know,
doing
so
dollar
paper
bills.
money.
I have coins. I have dollar coins.
You do have some
You do
dollar
actually
coins.
have some dollar
But the
coins
thing
and
is,
50-cent
money.
pieces.
in a
Yeah.
lot of places, like let's take England for example, I don't think they print £1
No.
notes anymore.
Nope.
Their pound is basically the dollar there,
A dollar.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you pay for something a pound, you're going to pay in a coin. Whereas
Yep.
here, generally, you would pay
in
with a
dollar
bill.
Like I have $501, like two
What?
$5.
Can I have it?
No, like I have a lot of $1, but not like $5.
Yeah, but can I have?
don't
If
think
you
you
have
have
$501, can I have 490 of them?
No,
What about 480?
no.
What about
How do
470?
you earn
What
those
about
dollars?
zero?
Oh yeah, where do you get your
Where do
money
you get
from?
your dollars?
My allowance of $5 a week.
Yep, $5 a
But
week
it
allowance.
should be 52 because of how cute and amazing I am.
Uh-huh.
You should get $52 a week.
How about I give you 52? How about this? I'll give you $1 a week, so you get $52 a year. Whoa, right? That's a deal.
No, it's not. I
It
get five,
is.
I already
I
get $5 a week, which is more.
No,
well,
but
I think
I'm
we should pay her in Wecht bucks,
Oh,
which
that's
is
good.
all
Yeah,
redeemable
for like food and
room
a
and
place to
all
live.
all
and-
your toys.
Please don't.
what do you think about that? And you can spend them on Wecht stuff around the house.
Hey.
Please no. Please no.
I want to ask you some questions. Do you get treats?
Yes.
Do we let you play video games?
Yes.
Do we buy you cool books and toys?
Yes.
Do we let you watch TV?
Yes.
Do we
Not
take
YouTube.
you places
Amazing
like
places.
Disneyland?
Yes.
Or New York
Yes.
or other places?
Yes.
Yes. So,
All of these questions are yes, by the way.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not being
'Cause-
influenced
Okay,
by any
speaking of
father behind
Disneyland-
my
Except
going.
except me, because I'm an influencer.
Speaking of
No, you're not.
Disneyland,
Yes. Oh yeah, we went to Disney.
we went to
It
Disneyland
was so fun. And California Adventure.
and California Adventure. Yes.
But it rained.
Yes, we went on the one day it rained.
Yeah, and it
But-
rained pretty hard too.
It did.
Really?
At the end.
But it didn't ruin our experience.
Not at
It
all.
didn't.
We
And
went
what,
on the Matterhorn first thing.
what did you try for the first time that you loved? You did it all by yourself.
3 times.
What did you do all by yourself 3 times?
I did the silly symphony swings, but they were extra fun because of the rain. The rain like lightly hit your face and like kind of lightly soaked you, and it was
Lightly
better.
soaked?
You got
You were
destroyed,
drenched
Audrey.
by the end of that ride. Oh my gosh. You were so wet.
It's because when you sit, and I was sitting on the outer rim,
I know you were.
and the water falls straight down.
Yeah, I know. I watched you. And then you also wouldn't zip up your coat and you kept your arms out at the side like a bird and
Yeah.
you were flying through the air. And then my favorite part of it was when you would run down the stairs, go around the corner, say to the attendant who was
I'm
at the bottom of
back.
the stairs,
Like-
it's me again,
Yeah.
and then run back up the stairs.
I did it 3 times.
yeah.
I did it 3
And you
times.
really
and
like that.
then, like, I brought umbrellas and I brought a rain poncho
Didn't use 'em.
things.
Nope.
And then, which we didn't really use. And then, because it wasn't really
We used our rain
rainy.
jackets.
We used the raincoats, not ponchos. Yeah,
Yeah.
raincoats. And then I brought like spare socks because I was worried more about feet getting wet. But then you got so drenched. But it was lucky for me and lucky for you that I like to purchase things at Disneyland, and I bought a nice, lovely blanket.
Which we still absolutely love.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
great blanket. And
For-
so,
we
So
bought it
soft.
a week
So nice.
ago.
yeah, and we were
Already has
able to.
chocolate on it.
Of course it does.
Yeah,
I was
I wonder
able
from
to
home.
wrap you up in that to keep you warm on
Yep.
the way home. But
It's
yeah.
like, it's like all my clothing just
You were soaked. Then we got
You were
home. We all
soaked.
took warm showers.
Oh my gosh, it was so
best
nice.
thing ever.
Yes.
It was. It was actually a really good
And
day.
then we had this delicious chocolate milkshake. Mom, first.
Oh,
Dad-
at Disney. Yes.
Dad, Dad
Oh,
bought
yeah.
it. Dad bought it for me, and then Mom tried a little bit. And she's like,
Yep.
"Wow, that is really
was
good.
at
I'm
the-
gonna order myself one."
What was it called? It's the
it's a
one
restaurant
claim,
next to. Was it
next-
Claim Jumper?
It was.
No, no,
it
it's
was.
not.
It's near Soaring.
It was
Yeah.
near
It's
Soaring.
like the bear.
I want to say it's like Smuggler or something.
Something or other.
Smoky?
Anyway, that's where it
Smoke
is.
House, maybe?
Smoke-
Yeah.
No, it was like
Kitty corner from the.
Yeah.
it's, a,
and they
Chinese
had.
it's
restaurant
near
or whatever.
Soaring. The
Yeah.
thing where you sit down. It was so fun.
Did you, yeah. Well, we'll finish the milkshake thing.
Yeah, they were very-
they
it was
were
very
really good milkshakes.
Mom bought
And you
Like
could
self
order with the
one.
mobile app,
Yeah.
which I.
Now, did you like Soren?
Yes.
What did
Wait,
you
is it
think about it?
Soren or Soren?
Well, they put an apostrophe at the end, so they say instead of soaring, they say Soren.
Soren.
Like Soren Kierkegaard, the philosopher.
Right.
What?
The Danish existentialist, Audrey.
What?
We talk about this every night.
don't. What we talk
No, it's
about every night
Soren.
is that Dad wants me to come over and hug him.
Well, I love hugs, and I love your hugs.
It's true.
That is true.
There are no hugs like your kids' hugs.
That's true.
Yeah, and you're always warm and farting.
I'm a hot water bottle.
Yeah.
Don't try
I'm
to
a
fart.
cannon.
Just trying to fart. Oh my
I'm
I
a
know.
cannon.
But we had a great time at Disney. We were supposed to go about a month before, and that didn't happen.
Because
and then
we didn't.
Well, don't.
No,
don't
We didn't
worry
schedule
about
tickets
it.
early enough.
We just
It was
didn't
all
get
out.
tickets.
It missed it.
We missed the
Jeez
window.
Louise. It's because my mom didn't
I never
do
said it was
something
'cause of you.
right.
Yeah, it could have been one of two people.
But we went, and that's all that
Do they
matters.
know how old I am?
Well, do you want to? I mean, I think people
No.
roughly know how old you are.
No.
Yes.
No.
You don't want to say anything about how old you
No.
are?
I'm 26.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you
Oh.
sound it.
Oh, actually, it's interesting.
Hello, I am 26.
Well, it looks like Leighton just arrived. Hi, Leighton.
Hello.
Hi, Leighton. How are you feeling?
Good.
Yeah, tell me something about. Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
Leighton.
no.
All right.
Oh, Leighton.
I'm great.
Yeah. Tell me something about
hi,
your.
maybe.
Tell me something about your life. Like, what kind of things do you like, Leighton?
Audrey.
Oh, you like Audrey?
You like Audrey. Great. And
Specifically playing
what-
Animal Crossing. We
what
need
do
to
you
do
like-
more.
what do you like to do with your time?
You need to play more Animal Crossing with Audrey. Is
I
that
like to
it,
draw.
Leighton?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Audrey's way cooler than you.
And Audrey's way cooler.
Wait.
Hmm.
Oh, here, look at how high I can go.
Hold on, I have to turn this off. I'm turning off my iPad.
Oh,
At least I thought I was. Oh no.
what?
I don't know how this.
What is see what he's saying?
Okay, and another
I'm trying.
another episode of the two old timers here. Brian can't turn his iPad.
Well, they changed it.
Can I help?
Look, now I did. I just was pressing
Audrey,
go.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
got it, I
Dad got it.
This show should be
Well-
changed to the old timers.
Old timers.
For a 48-year-old man doesn't know how to turn off his own iPad.
I figured it out. It's the second thing I
It
tried.
took him 20 hours. True story, folks. Don't ask him. He'll say no.
You would have struggled more with that than I would, child.
All right.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
the statement stands.
Oh my goodness.
Now
Okay,
look,
folks.
okay, we are recording this at night, and it is getting near Audrey's bedtime, so
Right.
we do need to move on
No.
to some segments,
I know.
which we do on the
Yes.
show every
Mm.
week. Now, we do have two segments on the show.
Mhm.
So the first segment, Audrey, and I don't think you've heard this show before
Lemons.
because you're
No.
not allowed to, mostly because of stuff Leighton says. The first segment on our show is our pop culture recommendation segment. And this is where you get to talk about something you've been enjoying recently. It could be a book, it could be a movie, it could be a video game, it could be literally anything, just something that you think is cool and awesome right
Be a
now.
person.
It could be a person if you want, like if there's a particularly notable father
Okay, you should
in
go
your
first.
in your life.
You should go
If there's,
first.
I'm just saying, if there's like, a nice male role model that you live with that you really look up to and admire because he's so awesome.
It
and
should be
interesting
something
and
serious.
hold on, I'm not done. Let me finish. Let me finish introducing the bit,
Folks,
please. This is
skip
this is
this
the
part.
no. This is
This
the
will
one
take
time.
2
Audrey,
hours.
You just said
Audrey,
you don't
this
do
is-
bits.
this is
You
the-
spent
you
this
just say
bit as in
entire
as in
You
chunk.
said this entire
Bit as in
thing.
you know you're
don't
you're correct.
do
Can anyone
bits.
understand us right now?
You're correct. You're correct. I don't do bits. By bit, I meant chunk, and I appreciate the correction. So let me finish this chunk. This is the one section of the show where I actually get to talk, and I don't have to listen to whatever garbage
excuse
other
me?
people are saying. So
Excuse me?
let me talk. Let me talk.
my
I'm just saying,
goodness.
Audrey, if there was,
Oh
so
my-
one of your
Reclaiming my time.
recommendations could
Reclaiming my
be,
time.
you can't do that. We don't have Robert's Rules of Order. We have Brian's Rules of
Look at
Order,
his
which is
butt.
that y'all can shut up and let Daddy talk. So
You shut up and let Audrey talk for
I've been
once.
doing that for the last 40
You shut up
minutes.
and let Mom talk.
Well, that's a fair criticism.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, Audrey, for this next segment, if there happened to be an important male role
Stop
model
it.
in your life you wanted to talk
No.
about,
No.
that would be welcome.
Zip it.
Great. That
Mom?
option is open for you. So
Mom,
this
it's your
segment is called Let's Pop About It.
Mm.
And the theme song goes here. Let's pop about it. Let's pop about it. Let's pop about it. Let's pop about it. Great. So, let's pop
We'll
for
be
you.
back after this short ad. Oh, come get your drives that Walmart.
What do you? What was that?
Our ad is now over. Please return
What was
to your
that
show.
ad for? I couldn't understand what you were saying. What was that ad for? A
Well,
water
let's
park?
get back to our show. Okay, Mom, what do you have to say?
This definitely. I can't encourage this in good
Lost
conscience.
control.
Okay, Rachel.
Yes.
Let's pop.
Okay. So
Let's pop about it, Rachel.
Yeah,
Let's make some popcorn.
Yeah, let's make some popcorn. So it's not a recent pop culture, but Audrey
matter.
and I have
Most
started.
of what I talk about is smooth jazz from 1976.
Fair enough. Audrey and I started watching The Nanny.
Yes, I noticed this. I was surprised.
Yeah, from the 90s. And you like it, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like, she doesn't get a lot of the references, that kind of thing, because remember,
Yeah.
it was set in the 90s and then they're referencing things from like the 70s. But it's still really a funny show and you're enjoying it. So it's on Max. So if you wanted to watch it, but we're having a lot of fun watching The Nanny, right, Bip?
What do you like about The Nanny? What's your favorite stuff about The Nanny?
Some of my favorite stuff about the nanny is I think it's funny how she's like a random girl who just shows up at the door and he's like, "Oh, are you here for the nanny?" She's like, "Sure." And then all the kids love her.
Yes.
I've
And one of
never
my-
watched this show. I
One
don't
of
know
my
anything about
favorite
it.
scenes is when all three kids are three kids. The oldest is a girl, the middle is a boy, and the youngest is a girl. So then one of my favorite scenes is they all came home from school
Mm-hmm.
and the boy was being annoying. Brighton is the boy. He's being annoying, like always, because boys are always annoying and girls are always the ones that have to solve it.
That's right.
So,
Mhm.
anyway.
She did a hair flip for those of you
Okay.
interested.
The boy was being annoying, like always. And then the older girl, she was like yelling and got mad. So she walked up the stairs. And then the younger girl said, "We both hate you, Brighton." She jumped upstairs and Brighton was like, "Well, then my work here is completed."
Mhm.
Yes. Very funny.
And then the girl's
Well,
like,
and you're talking about my podcast?
No, we're talking about The Nanny.
Oh, I
"Your
see.
podcast is more like this. Everyone, look at how cool I am." Me, shut up.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Anyway, well,
So
The
that
Nanny,
was it.
that's
Yeah,
great.
The Nanny.
I love
so,
it.
yeah.
Let's pop about it, Audrey.
One thing that I'm into is besides the nanny, this book series I really like
Yeah.
called The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Yeah, and is this
It's a manga,
It's a manga.
which
yeah.
is a Japanese book translated
Yep.
into English, which means you read it from right to left instead of left to right.
Mhm.
And one of my favorite parts about it is, so there are 11 books, and I have all of them.
Mhm.
Recently got them. I finished them all. They're really good. But I love it. If you open the book on the wrong side, it'll say, "Hey, you're reading in the wrong direction." So make sure if you're new to mangas and you don't really know what they are or don't know which way to read, open it and don't skip the first page.
I see.
Nice.
And so your favorite part is the introduction of
No,
every
that's
book.
this the back.
I see. Your favorite part is the end of every book.
It's funny. It's
Yes,
just
I think
funny.
that is
That is
funny.
funny.
you
That's a
finish
nice
it,
bit.
You just finish it and it's like, "Hey, you're reading in the wrong direction."
I think that's great.
That's
I love
great.
that you're reading this stuff as a kid.
Yeah.
So,
Now
Brian,
it's,
who I definitely don't know, can we just get this over with?
yeah,
Brian, what's going on with you that's popping and things?
perfect introduction, Rachel.
You're welcome.
The thing that's popping for me this week, the thing I would like to pop about is I have been very interested in 80s ballads, specifically
Mhm.
duets. There's
Mhm.
actually two ballads that I'm going to single out. One is not a duet. One is the song "Just Once" by James. Well, it says it by Quincy Jones, but it's really sung by James Ingram. So it's written by Quincy Jones and sung by James Ingram, and it's amazing. It's just the greatest song ever.
It's a
I
good
love it so
song.
much. And the other one is "Somewhere Out There" from An American Tale with Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram again, who is the best.
So, which song led in to
I was
What?
listening to that James Ingram song a lot because we were thinking about maybe doing it for the sing along. I did it the Nauticon a few weeks ago with George Schwab, And then I started listening to Somewhere Out There.
Oh.
I just love it. I remember thinking that song was so cheesy when I was a kid. And now I think it's cheesy and the best.
It is. We were listening to it this evening, and that guitar riff in the middle of it really goes for
The
it.
solo. Yeah, it's this amazing ballad, with this great like electric piano kind of synth patch that they use, like a DX7 sounding thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have this like amazing electric guitar solo. It's truly the best.
Yeah.
I'm trying to write a song like that right now. Yes.
Yep.
All right. So that was our
All right.
segment. Let's pop about it. It is named that and has always been named that if
True.
anybody asks.
True.
So we were going to this is the segment called One Peach Each. It's not peaches and lemons because I don't want to do lemons and we don't have time for a lot of peaches because you have to go to bed. So we're going to do one peach each, which is we're going to go around and say one happy thing, one thing we're excited about, one thing we like, and that's it. And no negative stuff, just good stuff, okay? One peach each, one peach each, one peach each, one peach each.
I can go first.
Okay.
I have something.
Great.
Okay. I am very excited about our house right now because it is so cheerful.
It's the best.
It is we got the Christmas tree up. We have a fire in the fireplace every morning. We're listening to Christmas music. And so my peach is that, and I come home, my house is just warm and cozy and bright and cheerful. And I
try to have the fire on for you.
I
when you come
know
home.
you're such a good person.
Also for you, but
Yep.
also for mom. You're usually home. You're always home because I get you
Yeah.
from school.
So
But-
I like having a cheerful house right now. Not that it's never cheerful,
No,
but it's really great right now.
Yes.
That's my peachy.
Love it. Audrey.
My peach would be the new Mario game that came out.
Yeah.
Mario Wonder. Me and Dad have been playing it together. He's playing it by himself, which is shit. But he's just playing the levels me and Dad played.
Yes. So
And it's really fun.
it's very cute, right?
Yeah, it's really cute. And we're like yelling at each other, like, why didn't you?
Yeah,
It's really
because
fun.
It's
with
very
two-player, right?
active.
And
One
like,
person.
why didn't you use your head? And he's like, I don't know. Why didn't you jump? And
I
was like,
love playing it with you. It's so much fun to play together. We haven't really played a video game together like that.
No.
And it's fun. So my rule is I will play by myself, but I will only play the levels we've already done.
Yes.
For any new levels, we must play those together.
Yes.
So
And there's a really hard one where, okay, I give you permission to go through that level that we couldn't do on
the one with the wall jumps.
No, the one with the
Is there a coin you're supposed to
Oh, that
find?
coin we couldn't
coins.
find.
You
Yeah.
can find that coin.
The two of
Okay.
you playing this game is just so funny because it's a lot of smack talk and like, come over here. Where's the camera? I fell off. That was you. You were
You
supposed to.
pushed me.
I can't.
It's
You
very
can't
funny.
push you. I can't push you. You can't
Yes, you
push.
can. Remember, if you have the star above your head, you control the screen.
Oh,
If you're
okay. No,
standing
but
there,
that's different. You can move the screen, but I can't push you off. I can only walk through
The
you.
screens
The
will move.
screen can move and push you
But
off.
you control the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
but you said
And then
I
if you,
push
I'm
you,
trying
which
to
is
jump
different.
up and you want to stay down, and then
I'm just
that
saying
kills
it's different. I'm just saying
you
it's
do.
different.
Separate corners. All right. Do you want to ask Dad about his peach?
Time out.
No.
We're
but
almost
why don't
done.
you ask Dad about his peach?
Dad, what's your peach and badicha?
My peach is that next week I am going to Nashville to hang out with the one, the only Jim Roach for a week to work on pre-production for Under the Covers 4.
What's that?
Which that's our, how Danny and I do other people's music sometimes.
Yeah.
Like we built this
Yeah,
city.
you have. That's the one album you're allowed to listen to.
Yes, that's the one NSP album you can listen to. So we are doing
Record.
pre-pro in a week, and we have a full song list, and
Oh,
we're going
so
to work out some
exciting.
arrangements, and it's going to be awesome. And we'll also work on some Go Banana Go stuff, and it's going to be really, really, really fun.
Oh,
and
that's
also,
gonna be so
I just
awesome. It's
like
Nashville.
spending time with
With Jim.
Jim and his family because they're all so great, and it's Nashville, which
minute.
is great
Why'd
What?
you have to throw the family in there?
because I like his family. It's nice
And
to be
they are so
around
great.
a supportive family.
And you like
Wow.
his wife?
It's what is that tone?
Oh, and now there's
I-
eyebrows.
I do like Jim's wife very much. She's a lovely person.
Mommy, he's cheating on you.
Look, I like Jim's wife too. She
Everyone
is a
likes
lovely
Jim's
person.
wife. She's great.
Mom, Dad's
Uh,
cheating on you.
I am not cheating on her.
Officially uncovered right here, right now. He's cheating on my mother.
To catch a cheater.
This just became TMZ.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, who was
That's
I
TMZ.
DMing with?
That's TMZ.
I'll tell you later. All right, folks.
So
Is it a murder
listen,
show?
it is not a murder show. Anyway, look, it's late. You have to go to bed. It's way
That's
past
right.
your bedtime, but we hope Leighton
10?
feels better.
Yes,
it's
Leighton,
almost 10.
feel better.
Yeah.
Leighton,
And
we
if you're
miss you.
listening, we really hope you feel better. Hope you don't have anything bad. And
yeah,
We
Audrey's-
love
you.
and miss you.
love you,
Yes,
miss
we
you.
love you very
Miss you
much.
so much.
But I do want to thank my two guests this week, Rachel and Audrey Wecht,
I'm your
for
child.
joining us. But you're also my guest on this podcast for joining me to do this first ever Wecht Family Edition of Leighton Night, Leighton-less Leighton Night.
This should
with
happen
Brian
once
Wecht.
a week.
Oh, boy.
Should happen. This show does happen once a week. Shockingly.
No,
You
the
want
Wecht
us?
edition, like every other week.
Every other week.
I think that might be a little much.
I think
Every
that would
month?
just put too much of a strain on Jarek.
Every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
those of you
Once a
listening,
month?
we cut a bunch of stuff out, but we had a great time
And we're
doing
using it next month.
Yes,
We're using it
we're
next
gonna
month.
use it next
Yeah.
month. All right.
Outtakes.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right. Wait. So normally at the end of each show, we throw to our guests for a word of wisdom or some advice. So Audrey, I would like you to close out this episode with some honest, real, non-bitty advice for anyone listening. Just anything you want to say.
If you ever see my father, if you say hi, he's gonna act cringe. And close. Scene end. Bye.
Okay. Scene ends. Bye.
Scene and bye.
Leighton Night is produced by Brian Wecht, Leighton Gray, and Jarek Centeno. Follow us on Twitter at Leighton Night, on Instagram at Leighton_Night, or email us at leightonnight@gmail.com.